And T-Bone show. T-Bone with his box of munchkins.
Heyo!
And man, that beard grew fast.
What can I say? It's the Italian in me.
Holy smoke. That is some kind of fast-growing beard. I've never seen anything like it.
Well, you know, when you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything, Jess. Anything.
I didn't know you could force beard hairs out that fast.
Oh, absolutely. You just got to really focus, really try super hard.
So we are continuing our celebration of the end of tax season junior, where it's the second part of tax season. For those of you who didn't know, there's a second part of tax season that ends October 15th, and Tyler is done working to the bone, his fingers to the bone, and we're celebrating with Action Figure Friday, one of our new series that we like to do because Tyler and I are into action figures.
We really are. Action figures are basically the best. My dog agrees.
The dog agrees totally.
She totally agrees that action figures are the best, and we are going to kick this episode of Action Figure Friday off with a lot of hauls. In fact, I think that's going to be the whole episode. Is just hauls.
The whole episode is going to be our hauls, and my haul does not compare to Tyler's, but I still hauled some. I have. I'm under restriction, which means that I'm now down to. There's Dr. Pepper. That's the breakfast of champion.
We're ready.
Dr. Pepper and donut holes is Tyler's breakfast.
We out here, dog. We out here.
So we're going to. I'm under restriction because my wife thinks I have too many action figures. To which I say, you can never have too many action figures. I don't actually say that to her. I just say, yes, dear, you're right. So I have to sneak my action figures in, but so I'm never going to have as big a haul as Tyler does, because Tyler, of course, is just getting restarted into the game.
Yeah, which I think this is like our haul because you made me do this. I didn't have a choice. I was out of the action figure club. I was out of the game. And then you were like, no, you're not. You're getting back in.
You know, you sort of have gotten me back into it too, because I was kind of like, okay, I'll just get black. Emma Frost in the black costume, and I'll get the Stepford Cuckoos, and that's really it. And so now I'm going to Walgreens, and I'm like, ooh, X-Force figures. I haven't even read X-Force, but I want that X-Force figure. So you've sort of gotten me to start hauling things too, which is actually kind of fun.
That's what good friends do for each other. That's what good friends do. And, you know, I'll touch on this before we jump in. I don't know about you, but my reading taste is so heavily influenced by what figures I get. Like those X-Force figures you just mentioned.
Yeah.
Had no desire to read the X-Force series at all, like the early 90s series. Saw those figures and was like, well, I guess I got to read the series because I like the figures. I want to know more about these characters. Like it dictates so much of what I read is what I collect.
Well, and I got Cable and X-Force and Deadpool. Deadpool and X-Force and Cable and X-Force. And so I have a place for those figures to go. Perfect. And I want to read both those books because they're both supposed to be so good. So that dictates what I buy is, do I have books to put them in front of?
Absolutely.
And we're going to have an episode probably next week on dioramas, which is going to be fun because now I have a feeling Spider-Man's going to figure heavily in those dioramas since I have 400,000 Spider-Man figures. I've ordered some villains for those dioramas, and
no doubt.
I think that is going to be figure very heavily in my future. You've got me into dioramas now, which seems to be really fun.
Oh, absolutely. I'm getting myself back into it. It's like you were saying, like sometimes you just end up getting yourself back into things, and it's happening. I'm ready.
Okay. Speaking of ready, hit me with your first two or three haul items.
I'm just going to reach around me because they're just everywhere right now. So whatever comes up, we're gonna look at together.
This is Christmas in October. I will highlight you so we can see exactly what you've got.
All right. First off, nope. I get confused. This is so confusing. We got the I set up my little diorama display that I made right there. The X-Men figures behind me.
Nice. You made that.
Just wanted to point that out there that I set them up. So if they all fall over in the show, you'll hear a lot of bad words, and I'll be crying a lot, and because it takes forever to set that up. All right, figure number 1. We've got Bishop. Look at that sweet Bishop.
Now, is he hard to find?
He is. He is from the Sauron Build-A-Figure wave. Well, he's not necessarily hard to find. He's just growing in price.
Oh.
So they still had him on Big Bad Toy Store where I picked him up. This is actually all from Big Bad Toy Store, this stuff I'm showing right here. And then I got Marvel's Puma. Why did I get Puma, you ask? Who cares about Puma? I do ask
that. Who is Puma?
No one cares about Puma. I don't even know who Puma is. No, he isn't Spider-Man. But all right, I'm just trying to remember here off the top of my head about who Puma is. If I remember right, he's the genetically engineered Thomas Fireheart, and he can transform himself into half mountain lion, half human, known as Puma. Thomas Fireheart. All right. Yeah, it was all from memory.
Hold him up again. What wave was that from?
That's from...
Oh, the Kingpin wave.
I got the whole wave here, buddy.
Oh, you do? So
I got him.
Wow.
And then for another treat, I got Storm.
Oh, nice.
From the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure wave in her 80s costume. And this figure I was highly excited about, and I can't wait to put him on a diorama. Scorpion.
Oh, Scorpion.
He's got that classic Scorpion costume look. He's from the Molten Man Build-A-Figure wave, who I'm not going to build because I don't really care that much about the look.
I don't think anybody cares about Molten Man as a Build-A-Figure. I looked up the wave. I got a bunch of things from that wave, and I looked up like trying to sell some of the pieces from that, and they were going for like $2 or $3. Like every single one of them. I'm like, I'm not making any money on these. Forget it.
That's hilarious.
I don't think Molten Man. I'm sorry for you, Molten Man, but nobody cares about you.
No one cares, Molten Man.
No, but Scorpion looks really cool. I think Gio was really into Scorpion too.
I'm totally digging that classic look. The figure I had was a Toy Biz figure before that, and it's been very outdated. So the next 2 figures, one of them is somewhat what started all of this, and it was 100% triggered by you. Being the good, bad influence friend you are. The actual good, big-time Spider-Man that you showed in the last episode.
Right.
So sick. Can't wait to get into this guy.
Paint job is so good.
And then the new modern symbiote Spider-Man, both of which I think you showed in the last episode.
Right.
And I saw them, and I had to have them. Like now, you sold me on them.
Now, since you've got those Kingpin heads, but you're probably going to build Kingpin with it because you've also got, I don't want to spoil it. You've also got that extra something for Kingpin, which is amazing.
It's so awesome, dude. It's so good.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. And rumor has it that we are getting another Kingpin figure this year in a potential Spider-Man wave. So
another wave?
But it won't be a Build-A-Figure. It will just be a solo release of the Build-A-Figure recolored, maybe in a black suit or something. So that might free up that Build-A-Figure to be a little something special.
Oh, okay. Now,
all right, why don't you hit us with a few figures.
Me to show something? Okay.
Oh, yeah. We'll go back and forth a little bit.
Here we go. Okay, so this is something that I found on the Walgreens website. I didn't even know I wanted it, but of course I saw that you could buy it. So you could buy it, so I got it. This was a series that we both read, and this might be the first thing that you and I reviewed. This is the infamous Iron Man. And I thought this looked really cool.
Super good.
Infamous Iron Man, and I was all about it because we really liked the book, and this looked really cool, and it's got lots of boss rays that can come out of his hands and lots of effects that go on there. And I just really dug this figure. So Infamous Iron Man is something that I got and I'm really digging. So, and I didn't have to go to Walgreens to find it. I could just order it and it came to my house. So I was really excited about that. Then these next two, let's see, I'll do three more because I don't have as much as you, so I don't want to burn them all up. These next three came from Big Bad Toy Store. I've always liked the character, but I don't know enough about her, but I like what I've seen of her. I need to read more about her. I need to find more stories about her, and that's Blink.
Oh, she's so good.
This is a really good. I mean, the face sculpt on her is really good.
Man, that looks great with the paint and everything.
Yeah,
yeah, she's rad, dude.
It's really good. I just thought this looked really cool with the like the blinky effect of the, you know, like when she's getting ready to blink over
that's so
to
great.
A new location. It's got the blink out effect right there. So I thought this was just a really good figure. So I dug that.
That was sick. We need to read. Maybe we'll read the Exiles book that she's in.
Oh, okay. Is that what she's in? The Exiles?
That's in one of them, and it looks awesome.
Is it the complete collection?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It was from, I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments can help us out what Exiles book she was in. But it looks
okay.
Really
yeah, because I'd really like to know where I can read more about Blink. And here is something that I didn't even know existed. Because she is my all-time favorite character. I didn't get anything from this. I had too many Deadpools is probably why I ignored it. I've got so many Deadpool figures. Yeah. It's crazy. So I ignored this, but it's X-23 in a boss,
so cool
black costume. And she's looking really snarly.
Man.
And I think she looks really good here. And I'm very excited. I can't have enough X-23 Laura figures. The more of Laura I can get, the better. I've probably got more Laura's now than I do of her books because they don't have enough of her books out. But I thought this figure was just really cool. So I really dug this one.
That's great. And they had an X-23 figure in her costume out that came out maybe in the Apocalypse Wave originally in 2009.
I have that hanging up in the annex. Yeah,
and it's really not a good figure.
Yeah, but I got it because it was X-23. So it's really cool that I got that. And then this is my guilty pleasure. My super guilty pleasure is her original costume.
Ooh.
My super guilty pleasure is that I'm going to get the Marvel Masterworks of her original stories, and that, of course, is Dazzler. I dig Disco Dazzler. I love the new Dazzler. I love this costume of her. For some reason, I just love the fact that colors and music and stuff is her power. It seems so odd to me.
It's so awesome.
I know. It's just so weird that, let's see, Dazzler uses sonic vibration and impressive speed to take down her enemies. Though she can channel sonic energy in many forms, her preferred method of sonic battle is through the power of music. I love the disco. Cool. I love the disco one that I have with her on roller skates. It's so just great, so dude. Cheesy, and I just love it so much that and I'm gonna get her original stories, and it's gonna be dripping with cheese, but I just love it.
So
it's
awesome.
it's such a guilty pleasure, and I just love it so much that.
It's so cool. I was reading the original 90s X-Men run.
Uh-huh.
And right before the blue and gold team, there's an issue where somebody comes and tries to kill Dazzler, assassinate her, and
Oh.
she uses her powers like a sniper weapon.
Oh.
And it's so cool. She like lines it up, and it was sick, dude. It was
Oh,
really
that
awesome.
sounds so boss.
Yeah, it was. I was like, Dazzler's the best.
Yeah.
Dazzler's the best.
I love her. And so she's my guilty pleasure.
All right. Yes, sir. Now I've got some femme fatales.
Ooh, whoops. Let me highlight you. Okay.
We've got the new Black Widow.
Oh, I don't know that I've seen that one.
Black Widow? Black Cat.
Cat. Okay.
Wow, huge misspeak. Black Cat.
That's from the Kingpin line also?
Yes, from the Kingpin wave. And from the Kingpin wave, we've got Silver Sable.
Now I have her. That's a cool one.
And the Silver Sable doubles as a Lalandra if you get the Mystique action figure, which may make an appearance in not too long.
You have that for me.
Oh, is that for you? Oh.
Yes, it's for me.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm laying claim to that, even though I'm off camera. Dibs, you got it for me.
Well, that is originally what happened. Yeah, I can't deny it. And then switching over to the Dragon Ball Z figure arts figures, which I know are your favorite.
Oh my gosh, I've been so waiting for this part of the episode.
I know you really have been, and I'm so happy to satisfy you. We've got Android 21 from the new Dragon Ball Fighters game. Again, you know, I love these Japanese figures. I love the figure arts line. It's my favorite line.
Yeah, figure arts are cool.
Yeah, just great articulation and tons of accessories. Great head swaps, hair swaps, all kinds of awesome stuff. So she was a must get after I played Dragon Ball Fighters. Great game. And speaking of that, I went ahead and picked up this new edition of Son Goku in his Super Saiyan Blue form. Yeah, I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. Look at those dynamic poses you can get him in, though. That's some good poses right there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
I sincerely hope we have viewers that appreciate that. I definitely do. I really do. We must, because there's tons of viewers out there that are your age and stuff. And
who doesn't like Dragon Ball Z?
I'm assuming that there's tons of them, so that's
there are dozens of us.
Dozens
of us.
You never nude you?
I am a never nude. And then we got a few cool Marvel Legends. So I got the Beta Ray Bill figure.
Wait, where'd you get that?
Ooh, you didn't know about Beta Ray Bill, did you?
Where'd you get him?
Big Bad Toy Store had him. $20.
When?
Last week.
No.
He was on sale from 24 to 20.
He was on sale.
He may still be on there. I don't know, but look at this. Just look how sick this figure is, dude.
Okay, wait a minute.
Look at the hammer. Look how ginormous that hammer is.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to...
Are you going there while I'm showing my video?
I'm going there right now.
I mean, he's actually getting pretty pricey on Amazon, but Big Bad Toy Store still had him. Just a real beefy, updated mold. Oh, it's so cool. I'm going to put him and probably the classic Thor, which I don't think my camera is focused on. It's right there. You can kind of see the little blurry Thor. I'm going to put those in front of my Simonson Thor omnibus. It just makes sense. Even though I don't remember if Beta Ray Bill made an appearance in that.
Jiminy Crickets! It's still there.
Hot dog.
Oh my! What the hell?
You got to buy it. You have no choice.
I'm doing it right now.
Absolutely. Add that to your pile of loot. All right. So next we got Marvel Knights Thrasher. Couldn't tell you a single thing about this character.
Wait, can you hold it up so I can see it a little bit better? Thrasher. I can't really see him still.
Let's see.
I know it's hard to.
It's dumb reflections.
Yeah.
Like, let me show the back of it, and you'll see his picture. It says, the founder of the New Warriors, Dwayne Taylor, is a martial artist clad in special combat suit. No one cares, Dwayne Taylor. I just wanted you for your Build-A-Figure piece. I got the whole wave. And that's how they get you. We talked about this before. But, like, you'll want maybe 5 out of 7 characters in a wave.
Yeah.
But then you're like, I'm 2 figures from having the Build-A-Figure.
Yeah.
And you want the Build-A-Figure, like Wendigo, for example. Like, it's got to be done. All right. And then I'll show a few more, and then I'll throw it back to you.
Well, I can't show you, but I just ordered Beta Ray Bill.
All right. Right here on the show. That's fantastic.
That's crazy. You're saying it's going for
I want to say it's going for around $30 on Amazon. But it's going to be a figure that's going to grow in price. Like, if you want this figure and you're watching, now's the time to buy it, because it's going to go up in price.
Gosh darn it. Thank you, Tyler. That's exciting.
You are welcome.
I just ordered it. I love the internet, and I love you.
The internet is great.
A manly way.
I can't.
Oh, you got Red Goblin. He's getting hard to find, I think.
He came in the wave, so I'm not really sure. I just got the whole wave from Big Bad Toy Store.
You did, okay.
I'm not as big of a fan on the face sculpt. It looks kind of weird. Like, let's just show the back of it.
He's a weird looking character.
Yeah, I mean, I really like the story with him.
He's like a Chinese dragon on Chinese New Year's Day type looking character.
I honestly, I mean, you know, he was only in the one story arc in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Around Spider-Man 700. So I haven't seen a ton of him, and I don't really remember because I just read it one time. So I don't remember how accurate that is to the character, but the figure's face just looks kind of weird. All right, this figure coming up, it was one of my probably 5 most excited figures from this entire haul. First, I'm going to show, been reading House of X, who hasn't been, and had to snag these 2 guys.
Sabretooth and Magneto.
A good updated Magneto body. Not quite the costume I want. There's a 3-pack of Magneto I may pick up on Amazon at some point with Magneto, Quicksilver, and Scarlet Witch.
Oh, yeah, those are cool looking.
But the Sabretooth also was updated from the Puck wave that came out, Build-A-Figure Puck. I don't know if you remember that. That was like in 2013. Build-A-Figure Puck, tiny. It was a comic book store exclusive only wave, and it had Emma Frost. That was the thing that made it notable. It was the first really good Emma Frost figure.
Oh.
In her white outfit. And the way they packed the boxes, it was 2 Sabretooths, 2 Wolverines, and 1 Emma Frost or something like that, where she was really hard to find.
Oh.
And she instantly went up to $50. Like, because most stores got 1 Emma Frost. So if you order it. This is a figure. I'm top 5 figure of the haul for me. I'm so stoked to get this in. I've watched so many reviews. Cannot wait to just rip this guy open and play with him. I mean, I love the character, love the design. It's that 90s X-Men look. He's going to go great with that X-Men team right there.
Oh, yeah, you got it. You're generally pointing in the right direction.
In the general direction. So, yeah, this beast is just, I mean, if you don't have this beast, there's not many figures that I say are must-buys. This is a must-buy figure.
I have a beast, but I don't have that beast.
This one is a must-buy. Like, the articulation, the design. This is a top 10 Marvel Legends total, I think, for me. Like, of all time. Especially if you like X-Men. Maybe I'll do a breakdown of him in a future video or something where I'll show some articulation.
Okay.
And I've got one more figure from Big Bad Toy Store that I'm going to save till the end because I know you got it also. It's an expensive figure, and we got a special episode that is going to come later.
Oh, okay. I'll save that for last.
So why don't we show that at the very end and then tease that episode.
Okay.
So throw it back to you.
Okie dokie. These will be, I know you have this one, and you made me get it because you showed me how cool it was.
Oh, it's so
good. Professor X, as you can see, he's standing there, but it comes with a super bitchin' wheelchair for him, and it has like a where am I going here? It has a Cerebro effect, a special Cerebro. Let's see. Oh no, the Cerebro effect is here. Here it is. I know this mirroring is so hard. There's the Cerebro on the head effect. So what's this down here?
That is a little bit of a, it makes like a hover, like it's a hover chair.
Oh, it's a
So
hover
that's
chair.
like the fog or the smoke that's coming out from the chair that's keeping it
Okay.
afloat. So it doubles as a stand. It raises the chair up. So you put it on that. So it raises the chair up and also looks super rad. Doesn't look like a stand. It looks like it's the little engine thing coming out of the chair. It's so awesome. That figure's amazing.
Amazing. Cool. And here's what everybody really wants is
there it is.
There it is. What's his name? His head,
Amal Farouk.
Amal Farouk, the Shadow King. Yeah, and he goes on the Kingpin's body to create the Shadow King, and that's what Tyler now has, since he has the Kingpin body.
Woo!
And Kingpin head, he can now put this on it, and it is a highly sought after figure. The Kingpin body and this guy's head, Shadow King's head. It is just highly sought after. Everybody wants the Shadow King and the Kingpin, so everybody wants those. Now I'm getting super glary. Why am I getting so glary?
Yeah, the reflections, it's difficult to work with.
Very difficult. Yes. Okay.
Which was an alternate name for Action Figure Friday. Reflections.
Reflections.
Reflections with Jess and Tyler.
Then I got Hydro Man.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at those arms.
I know. I got it because of those arms, because he's also a Molten Man figure. This has Molten Man's useless head. I have a lot of these figures, but I got it because he's got hydro-y feet, but these arms are so boss, and I think that he will make a good villain to attack Spider-Man in a diorama. The arms look like they can grasp like Spider-Man, and I can have, all kinds of villains coming down, on top of him, punching him to try and free Spider-Man or something. I'm already
so awesome. You've already got it planned in your head.
I do, yeah, because this is the guy I want to use his arms as attacking Spider-Man.
That's so cool, dude.
So this is Hydro Man, who I normally wouldn't care about, except now I've got the diorama to worry about.
Oh yeah, man, dioramas, they're definitely the next wave for the Action Figure Friday.
Then I got, because I have the book Uncanny X-Force, I don't need any more Wolverines, but this one, I've already got 2 or 3 of them.
You can't ever have too many Wolverines. It's like Deadpool. You just got to get as many as you can.
Okay, well, I got another one. I got Uncanny X-Force Wolverine.
Dude, look at that.
I know. That's a good picture.
Look at the claws. That's what I love about the figure. They're so thick.
Yeah, the claws are boss. So this is a good figure. I'm going to stick him in front of my Uncanny X-Force book, which now just has Phantom X in front of it. So I'll have a couple figures from it. So that's cool. And it's got, who is this? Wendigo? I'm starting to build up several.
How many Wendigo pieces, how many figures are you missing from the Wendigo wave?
Well, I have 2 more X-Force things. I need to get, I have Nightcrawler. I ordered Mr. Sinister. I am missing, I think, just Marvel's Guardian.
I think that's the only one I'm missing too.
Because I might as well get him for the figure, for the piece. But I really don't want Marvel's Guardian.
Yeah,
I
who
don't even
cares
know
about
who Marvel's Guardian is. He's from
From
Alpha Flight
Alpha
or
Flight.
something?
Yeah, who cares about Alpha Flight? Nobody cares about Alpha Flight. Sorry to our
Can
Canadian viewers out there.
Canadian viewers care about Alpha Flight, so I'm not going to bust on him, but I just don't really.
He's gonna go for $13 at some point on Amazon, and we're gonna snatch him up.
Okay, that's a good plan. Here's from X-Force, Marvel's Boom Boom.
Oh, look how good that looks!
And yeah, I can't resist somebody blowing bubblegum. It's like why I
That's
want
so
Jubilee.
So, do you know anything about the Boom Boom character?
No.
I know barely more than you then, because she was in a few of those X-Men books that I just read, and I know she's a main character in the X-Force book that we don't have, that you don't have.
That I
But,
don't have.
and which is the volume 1 of the Deadpool and X-Force, and then Cable and X-Force is volume 2, volume 3.
Okay.
But she makes these like energy time bombs, and she counts down from 3 seconds, and in 3 seconds they explode.
Ah.
So like one panel will say 3, the next panel will say 2, and then the last panel will say 1, and it'll be this awesome explosion. And
Oh.
she chunks these like, oh, it's so cool. They're like time grenades almost.
Well, I'm going to. That sounds cool. I'm going to Baltimore this weekend. Today, I'm actually in Baltimore today, as we speak. So I'm going to look for it. I'm going to look for the X-Force book. Everybody involved in X-Men says I need to have the X-Force volume. Patrick Kinderwarter, my friend from Germany, says I need to have it. Omar says I need to have it. You said I need to have it. So I'm going to look for. I want to get it reasonably cheap. I don't want to have to pay $85 for it. So I'm hoping I can find it on a big table of clearanced Omnis. That's what I'm going to spend today, Friday, doing.
That's awesome.
And then I have one more before we show our super expensive one. And I got this because I think his legs or whatever he's using to stand on just looks boss. And this is setting me up to really dig X-Force. And that's Cannonball, who's got whatever. I mean, I don't even know what he's doing there, but he's standing on this.
He's blasting off. He shoots off.
He's blasting off, and it looks cool. So I'm going to get to know him when I get the X-Force book and start to really read it. So
absolutely.
He's got a fierce face right there. That's a really good sculpt, I think.
I agree.
And there's more of the Wendigo that I have, and I'm just looking for Marvel's Guardian. I might, maybe I'll see it cheap up at Baltimore Con. So here's Marvel's Cannonball.
So awesome.
Yeah.
That's such a good figure.
And I have to admit that I am like a little kid with these figures. I am really excited to have them all.
Oh man, they're so fun.
I know. And this diorama thing is just making me flip out. I am going to have so much fun playing with it.
Absolutely. Because I mean, who wants to leave their figures in the box, right?
Yeah, no, I don't.
I'm not.
You do.
Mint on card collector, dude. I'm pulling them out.
Well, I do have some hanging. I do mint on card collect some because the cards look really cool. Like
there are some
superheroes look really cool. They look better than just the figures themselves, except for poor Pharaoh Lad, who has just a blank card, and he's dead. So that's even worse. But maybe that's why they gave him a blank card. But yeah, some of my my Mignolaverse Hellboy cards. I mean figures. I left on the card because they look really cool on the card. But I also pulled some of them off the card and displayed some of them. So that's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever you want to do.
Some do look really good on display. When I was at my old house, I had a whole wall of figures in card that looked really cool.
Yeah.
Now I just don't have really the space for it. I mean, he says as he's in an office with a bunch of blank walls behind him.
I have noticed that.
I got plans for those walls. It's just not done yet. One step at a time, buddy. One step at a time.
Right.
All right. Well, you want to throw it back over to me, and I'll hit you with a few more figures. Just a few. This has been a great figure Friday. I'm telling you. Because once we finish this show, I'm going to start my weekend off by opening all of these and playing with all of them.
Nice.
So I can't wait to do it. So gonna show off a few mutants. One, my girl Magic.
Yes.
Snagged her from Walgreens. Finally found her. I mean, what's not to love about Magic or this figure? Like, great character, great character, great figure. The sword is so cool looking. So cool looking. And look at all this, like, her flame sword. Great accessories, man. But they really went all out with this one, and I could not be happier.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And then Storm's boyfriend, Forge, whose power is he can invent anything, essentially.
Yeah. I don't have him.
He's a really neat figure. He's in the Caliban wave. And yet again, I'm in the situation where I'm missing two figures from the Caliban wave. One of them is, I'll show that wave off right there. One of them I'm missing is the Weapon X Wolverine, who's a really cool figure. I just haven't gotten around to purchasing him. He's got the cables all off of him and stuff, like he's coming out of the tank from when he got his It looks really cool. And then the other figure is this guy, Skullbuster again.
Who's Skullbuster?
I don't know. But like at that point, I might as well build Caliban.
Yeah.
Because I'll be one figure short. So
I want to get Jubilee from that one.
Oh, she is. Whew, she's amazing. And she's getting hard to find too.
Oh, she is?
If I see one, I'll pick one up for you.
Okay.
Because she's going to be one of those figures that like in a year from now is going to be like $45, $50.
Oh, okay.
And then this bad girl.
Yes.
There she is.
There she is.
In all her glory. I mean, one, it comes with a Lilandra head, which I will promptly be putting on that Silver Sable body because that was what it was made for. And putting her with the X-Men crew back there. Got Xavier right behind my left shoulder. It looks like right shoulder. But look at this sweet, awesome Rogue head. How it's like half transforming into Rogue. Like she's morphing.
And what Rogue does that go on?
It goes on the Rogue that's right there, right in my finger.
And I'm trying to see what Rogue that is that I have that Rogue?
That was from the Juggernaut wave.
From the Juggernaut wave, okay.
I believe so. And then just a great mystique. I mean, just a good looking figure, updated body, great look. And this is your copy, Jess.
Thank you, dude.
This is for you, dude.
Thank you.
I love you, buddy.
I can't wait.
Next up in the Mutant line, and I don't remember if I showed this on the last show or not, because I can't remember if I had it then or not. But if I did, you could see it again because it's great. Silver Samurai had to be done, so he will go on a really cool display with Wolverine in front of the soon to be reprinted Claremont Wolverine Omnibus. So that will be fun. And this figure, this one was a hard one to find. Sold out in every store. This is the 90s Storm. Hardest one to find in the wave. She's just amazing looking, dude.
Where did you find it?
So good. So somebody on Amazon, maybe it was Amazon itself, restocked about a week ago, and it was $20.
Wow.
And I instantly bought it because it's going for about $30 on eBay, which isn't bad, but this wave just hit stores like not long ago and totally sold out everywhere. The Silver Samurai was part of the figures that I got that my Walmart had the half off sale.
Oh, yeah.
I got him for like $10, which was great. Storm wasn't there, unfortunately. And then the last mutant I'll show off in the show is the Dazzler that you had.
Yay!
So cool. Had to be done.
Dazzler's cool.
Great Dazzler. No need to say more about that. And all right, I got one line that I'm excited to get to. But this figure, I don't know who of us found it first, but we both bought it on eBay. And you bought it on eBay for a better price than I did.
Oh, yeah?
But I am so excited to have this in.
It must be Spidey. Yes! Spidey!
Reverse Spidey. God, this figure's so good. Came straight in the GameStop wave. And I can't wait to get into that figure, man. That's going to be fun. That's going to go in my Spider-Verse display.
Oh, that's cool.
Into my Spider-Verse display.
Yeah, I have him on one of those clear stands just posing.
His next figures.
Oh my God, how many more do you have?
Just a few. Just a few. This is the biggest haul I've ever had. Like,
I guess.
Absolutely the biggest haul I've ever had. It's been a long time since I've been into figures, and there was some stuff that I missed that I had to go back and get. And there's just a lot of good stuff out. Like this line right here, this Gundam line is amazing. Saw it at Walgreens, didn't even know it existed. Did a little research, and these Gundam figures are incredible. The articulation is decent. It's not amazing, but in terms of if you like Gundam or robots fighting and you don't want to spend $50 a figure and you don't want to build the figures, because that's a big deal with the Gundams is they do the Gunpla, which is like a Lego almost, where you put the action figure together yourself, you build it yourself, and it's like 1,000 pieces, which can be fun and people like it. But if you just want to have a pre-made figure, you don't want to make it yourself. That's your only option, and they are fantastic. $20. If you love Gundam, you absolutely have to get those figures. They are great, so much fun, so much playability. This figure I bought on Amazon for $7 2 days ago. It was on sale.
What the hell is that?
This is a skin from Fortnite.
What?
And let me tell you why I bought this figure.
Please do.
One, I mean, it looks pretty good. No, one, because it's a McFarlane Toys figure.
Oh.
And look how good it looks. Doesn't that get you excited for the McFarlane Toys DC line coming next year?
Yeah.
Like, they're going to do a great job. Two, I bought it because I'm going to rip this head off. It's a little dark. It's like a teddy bear.
It is, yeah.
I'm going to rip this head off, and I'm going to give Deadpool this unicorn staff type thing. It's like a llama with a unicorn horn pickaxe, and I'm going to let him hold this mask, and it's going to be like he's cosplaying. And it's going to be like Deadpool is trying to cosplay as he beats up a bunch of villains. I saw it. I was like, for $7, it's totally worth the head and the pickaxe.
That is funny.
You don't really care about anything else. And then, you know what? Speaking of DC, I know you hate the Mattel wave.
I do.
You hate Mattel. I had some good years from them, dude. I liked them. I mean, they weren't great. They were not nearly as good as Marvel Legends, but I liked them. So in their farewell line, they released some really wanted and some really cool figures. So we got Alfred. Nope, this is Robin. God, his mirroring kills me. We got Alfred right here. I don't know if you can tell. He's really young and he's dressed as Robin. It was a really fun. It was Batman year -10. This Red Robin figure to round out.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, the only downside is the scale is a little off. So he's like almost as tall as Batman, which is just not quite right. But
yeah,
I had to have him to finish out the Bat family because they released Red Hood. They just released a Nightwing last year. And then this Alfred figure. So I'm going to set up one giant Bat family display.
Yeah.
Where I have pretty much all of the Bat family. Batwoman, Spoiler, Orphan. You know, I think Spoiler and Orphan are the same character. But
that's cool.
Cassandra Cain. Yeah, it's just all the Batman figures that they released. So excited about that. This figure I told you about, I got on eBay. I found it for $30. It's 2 figures that I could not care less about.
Oh, right.
But look at that boss staircase.
Yeah.
So this is an in scale, it's a big box, 6-inch size figure staircase with a background and everything, a backdrop that I will put my X-Men figures on, like a class photo from the mansion.
So, okay. So they're going to be posing on
They're
that?
going to be posing on the stairwell like they're taking a picture.
Oh, that's cool.
And it'll just be like a class. I may put the original 5 X-Men that I got in the box set from a long time ago. I may throw them up on there and put them in front of my X-Men Omnis, or
Cool.
around my X-Men Omnis. I've wanted that diorama set piece. That figure set is really old. I've wanted it for 5 or 6 years, and I just haven't ever really wanted to spend $50 on it. And someone threw it on eBay for $30 with free shipping, and I was like, done.
That Matrix thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, I'll take some pictures once it's all out. And then finally, we're almost done. This is it right here. Whew. It's going to take me the whole afternoon to open these.
Well,
it's going to take me all day.
That's a good use of time,
It's going to be amazing.
It'll be fun.
So everybody knows, and if you don't, let me be the first to tell you, I love Power Rangers. I have loved Power Rangers since I was 7 years old.
I don't think I knew that.
And saw the first episode of Mighty Morphin and fell in love. I thought it was the greatest show of all time. I was obsessed with it for many years. I've even gone back and watched a lot of the seasons later that are totally cheesy, totally for kids, and totally terrible in a lot of them. But I just love the property. Mighty Morphin, it was the first, the first thing I fell in love with as a kid was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But right behind it was Power Rangers. And I've been a lifelong Power Rangers fan. The hardcovers or the new comic series is a dream come true. Like, it's amazing. It's what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is, but with Power Rangers. Like, they take it seriously. They do a good job. So Bandai had the rights to the figures and lost them to Hasbro. And dude, you know Hasbro's been crushing it with Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
So they've released 2 waves, and I've got the first wave, but it's in my pile of loot on Big Bad Toy Store, so it's not here yet. But I went and found a few of the other figures to complete my Power Rangers Hasbro collection. I have a lot of Power Rangers figures, but I had to rebuy these because I just thought some of them were great in this Lightning figure. So to start off, we've got a 2-pack with the Green Ranger and the Putty, which is like the little henchman that gets sent to fight.
Okay.
And again, just like great articulation, good head swaps, hand swaps, sword, the dragon dagger. It's just awesome figures. And then that was not a GameStop exclusive, but can be found at GameStop, as well as this 2-pack of the Power Rangers Lost Galaxy Red Ranger and the Psycho Ranger. And that's why I got it, was I wanted the Psycho Rangers, which are like the evil version of the Power Rangers.
Oh, sure.
And they're just so rad. Cool stories. Every time they've only been in like, I think 2 or 3 episodes, but they're just super evil, super hard to beat. And then I snagged this Magna Defender, who had one of the most tragic story arcs in all of Power Ranger history. It was a great series, also featured in Lost Galaxy, and just a great figure. Like, it's super cool. It's got like a cool blast effect, good sword, good blaster. Can't wait to break these out and put them in front of my year 1. I've got now all versions of the year 1 hardcover. The New York Comic Con exclusive that just came out, which Tyler Chu picked up for me.
Nice.
I've got the San Diego Comic Con limited box white version, and then I got the original green version that just re-released. So the last 2 figures in the Power Ranger line are Goldar and the Pink Ranger, both from the original Mighty Morphin series. Super stoked to have them both. Absolutely going to be a blast to set these figures up and play with them. I'm hoping at some point I can convince you to read the first volume of Power Rangers for our show.
No.
It's like Turtles, dude. You love Turtles. It's
No.
okay. I'm gonna work on you. I believe in you.
No.
I believe, Jess. I believe.
No. Stop.
I just need a little time.
No.
So
I don't have that much. You don't have that much time left in my life.
Okay, so this is it, dude. That's my whole haul except for one figure.
The one thing that we have that we're going to tease for the next Action Figure Friday, whenever it happens, right?
Well, as soon as we
As
get the
soon as,
other part in, whenever that comes in, because it might be anytime between now and December 15th or whatever
right.
the ship date
We're
is.
doing a experiment here.
Yep. We got what is supposed to be the definitive comic book version of Spider-Man in action figure form.
Right. The is it Mafex?
Mafex Spider-Man. It's an imported figure, and this figure has, I mean, literally everything. Like literally everything. So we got the Mafex. This is the real version,
And
which
it's
is
expensive.
a very expensive figure. Very
Yeah.
expensive. But there is a knockoff version that's going around that is a 10th of the price.
Yeah.
And we ordered it, and we are going to review and compare this awesome version to the knockoff version and let you know why you probably just need to get the real deal.
Yeah. I don't feel good buying knockoff versions of anything, but this seemed like it could be funny.
Absolutely. We have no idea what's going to come, like what it's going to look like.
No, the window for delivery was like October 1st through December 31st. And so we don't even, well, I don't know. I had a bad feeling about it when the PayPal
Yeah.
account was all in Chinese figures. And I'm like, oh my God, they probably already taken over my E-Trade account and own my house now. And they've already infiltrated my whole world. And I don't know. I just didn't feel good about it. And
Oh, man.
so we'll do a comparison the next Action
Absolutely.
Figure Friday that we get those things in. I think there'll probably be another Action Figure Friday, a
Oh, at
couple of them
least. I mean, who
before.
knows? Dude, I mean, we may never get it. Like, let's be real. We may have just given someone, I won't spoil the price, but a 10th of what that one cost us
Yeah,
and we may just get nothing. Like, who knows?
yeah. I don't know. It was. I'm excited about this.
Oh my gosh.
He looks amazingly posable with like lots of webbing and lots of features and different eye holes, and looks really cool. So I'm very excited that we got this. This is way more than I would usually spend
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
on anything.
No
So
doubt.
this is probably the last time I would ever spend this kind of money on something. Mainly because if my wife finds out about it, I mean, there will be serious repercussions for me. So I don't want that to happen.
Nobody wants that to happen, but it was worth the risk for this figure. I mean, dude, it's got magnetic hands and feet swaps that you
Yeah.
can put it on like a refrigerator or a metal corner or, something like that. So
Didn't you have some really cool idea that you were gonna put him on? You were gonna.
yeah, I do for a diorama. I wanna attach him to a homemade water tower. I wanna put
Oh,
magnets in the water tower.
yeah,
I
yeah,
wanna
yeah,
put
yeah,
the water
yeah.
tower on a rooftop, and I wanna have him sticking to
Oh,
the water tower.
that is such a great idea.
Like, where he's sticking to the water tower, and he's looking down at the villains who are on the rooftop looking down at the city, like, they don't realize he's there, or they're talking or exchanging money or something.
That is such a good idea. That is such a cool idea.
Pretty stoked about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you to our viewers who watched our big haul on
This is
Action
it.
Figure Friday.
That's it.
This has been OmniDog and T-Bone talking about action figures, which we love and we hope you love too. Let us know what you think in the comments. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. We like to talk about action figures on Fridays, and we talk about books on other days. So thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. And Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you for watching.
Goodbye.